Will there be a foreclosure crisis? And if so, what will it look like? Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. Who wants to do a little whistle blowing in the real estate industry? I know you all do. That's why you're here. Welcome. If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people where iron can sharpen iron. We're going to sharpen a little iron today. Welcome to the show. I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys are all doing great. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys. So today we got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? It's a hot topic for sure. Foreclosures, right? I know a lot of us, I always say be careful. Can't tell you how many times I've read in the comments, let it crash, let it burn. Scott, I got my cash ready. I'm ready to go buy me some pennies on the dollar. Be careful what you wish for. It certainly could be here. You know, the challenge for me in this one, friends, and we're going to have a realistic approach on this. The challenge for me with this one is this. You see, this was a casino climate, market manipulation, zero organic growth. And that's bad. That's bad. A lot of people want to talk about this time is different. 2008 was due to ninja loans and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. It's always something different. It's always something different. But one thing that's not different, the boom, bust cycle. They've always happened throughout recorded history. We've always had booms and busts. So for me, this one's more dangerous than previous ones. Even 2008's loose lending that they want to pin that one on is because this was market manipulation. When you stifle inventory with keeping people at home and then upward pressure to go buy homes and make it hard for agents to show homes because they can't do open houses to the public, only one-on-one showings, and then you lower interest rates and create FOMO. I could keep going. When you put that type of pressure on any market, but especially what market? You guessed it, the biggest asset class in the world. Not in, California, not in England, in the world. The U.S. housing market is the biggest asset class on the globe. That's why you have Wall Street infiltrating it. That's why you have Blackstones. That's why you have greed sweeping these markets. That's dangerous. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been an agent. I don't care how many homes you've sold. I don't care how many followers you have on Instagram. I don't care. When you exhibit bubble behavior in the biggest asset class in the world, you've got to put some percentage of crash risk on it. And what comes along with a real estate crash? Foreclosures. It's the natural progression. So a lot of you might say, oh, here he comes, Mr. Doom and Gloom. He's part of that Crash Brothers network, I believe, with the other YouTubers that are out there giving warnings and real talk. They don't know what they're talking about. You want to hear a funny story in 2007. 2007, it was similar kind of situation where, this housing market's actually kind of softened a little bit. It's actually looking like a good time to buy. And that was the narrative. That was the narrative in 2007. And I went out there and I didn't know because my parents lived through recessions, but I didn't know about boom bust cycles at that time. So I went out and bought. The house I ended up buying came down, 25% from its original list price. It was stuck on the market, sucking air for a year, unoccupied. Didn't show well, getting overlooked. You guys sound familiar? People now, they want to buy FOMO factories. Take me and show me a model home that's been furnished to perfection. Fall in love with the model unit in your sardine can and a postage stamp lot. Insane. I always tell you guys, you're gonna learn a lot. If you're new, subscribe. If you need an agent, let me know. I'm going to help you. Because you want to go for the houses that are getting overlooked, that are the ones sucking air, that don't show well. Because if it just needs some cosmetics, no major renovations, easy. You can accomplish a lot with paint and off-the-shelf items, no custom order lead time stuff, and you can make your own model home and do it in a neighborhood that's not a FOMO factory. Insanity is ready to blow the lid off the real estate industry. But here's my point. I bought that house, and then I caught the dreaded falling knife. Yeah, sure. Got it for 25% below its original list price that it sat on the market sucking on the air because the owner had euphoric recall and had some unobtainable number in their head, and they got walked through price reductions for a year to probably fired an agent or two along the way. And here comes Scott Walters. I'm pretty smart. Right on the offer. Falling knife. Came down, I think, like another 20%. Then I was dragging the what? The dreaded depreciated asset. No longer worth what I paid for it. Well, it's weathered the storm. It would have took 15 years to get that property back to my purchase price, and it would have required a crisis, a stimulus era to do it. It would have required another bubble. It would have taken longer if a bubble didn't come along and explode property values. So I'm not a huge fan when I see agents sugarcoating this thing. Now, I understand your sales training. You're designed to sell today, not tomorrow, next week. But for me, I've always said, what have we said on this show? And you guys should listen up. I believe anyway. It's up to you. Take it or leave it. What do you want out of a real estate agent? I'll tell you. You want an agent that's going to put your needs before their own. Good luck with that. In this day and age, computer trainings at everybody from Walmart to real estate. How to
get them to buy now, sell, upsell, always be closed. We're
not trained how to put your needs before our own, but it gets better or worse depending on you look at it. What else do you want out of a real estate agent? Well, I'll tell you. You want an agent that's in better shape than their clients. These agents drank so much Kool-Aid, they went out and bought new expensive homes and cars themselves. They're under staggering amounts of debt, and sales have fallen off a cliff. They're bridging the gap with credit cards. That's a fact, my friends. Even in a normal real estate environment, pre-crisis, what percentage of real estates make it past their first year in real estate as a new agent? 20%. 80% don't make it past their first year in a normal market. Can you imagine coming into this? Anytime there's a bubble, what happens? New agents pile in. So it's not looking good for the agents. So now that we've painted that picture, we got to talk about how we open the show. Foreclosures. Is there realistically a possibility that we could see foreclosure crisis? If there was ever a possibility, you're living in it. You're living in it. And there's 3 levels of an economic downturn. You're in phase 1. The correction phase. It doesn't go straight to just boom, recession. No, it starts with correction. We're having a correction. We see the news, what they'll give to us. They're sugarcoating it for sure. If we can't stop it there, it enters into recessionary level of a downturn, a 2008 repeat 2.0. What happens if we don't stop it there? You guessed it. The dreaded 100-year cycle that's happened throughout recordable history, depressionary level of a downturn. A recession will produce foreclosures. A depression will put it on steroids. Now, we know leadership will come bail this thing out, and if they do and they're successful in bailing this thing out, we both, all of us, live in a different world forever. It will be you'll own nothing and be happy. Wall Street will own all the houses for the most part in the country. And that's a realistic scenario. And that's why I always say be careful what you wish for. But here's my advice right now. They won't be able to buy it all up. And you will have the opportunity to go buy distressed homes. But you're going to need an agent on your side, somebody that you formed a relationship with. Healthy people have healthy relationships. You need a healthy relationship with your agent. There's no such thing as a perfect agent, but you need someone you can trust, right? I'm going to fight for you. I'll write your offensive offer. I don't care who I offend. And it's mainly you're going to offend banks and, short sales and upside down owners. And it's going to take strategic targeting because if they're getting other offers, your low ball is not going to work. That's where I come in. But the foreclosure crisis is clearly something that we cannot rule out. You and me. And I don't want it, personally. I don't want the foreclosure. I prefer to just spark up the old money printer again so Scotty Boy can go sell houses like shooting fish in a barrel. It ain't coming. That was a once-in-a-lifetime situation. And we know correction, recession, depression in either the recession or depressionary level will produce those foreclosures. But the window could close if leadership steps in and initiates some kind of buy of all these things and tries to auction block them off to Wall Street. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy that wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark-infested. Foreclosures. Welcome to the swimming pool. There's a good chance we will see distressed homes, short sales, and foreclosures. There will be a small window potentially for you to go out there and scoop some of them up. You will be scared to death. Why? Because what do people do in a recession, even if they're financially fit? The psychology of salespeople, they recess. Be greedy when others are fearful, fearful when others are greedy. You're going to have to recondition your thinking and stay close to channels like this that are giving it to you and giving it to you straight. And that's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.